Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, not the best of nights. I never sleep well the first night in the spog. I don't know why. If I'm doing more than one night away, I always sleep better the second, third, fourth, whatever night, but first night's always iffy. Yeah. Last night, I was tossing and turning and couldn't get myself into a comfy position. I have been having problems with my back, so that didn't help. I felt like I hadn't had any sleep whatsoever, but I'm pretty certain I was like dozing. So even though I saw a lot of the different hours throughout the night, I think I thought I wasn't asleep, and then I think I was. I think it's also getting used to the noises, so I must have been almost asleep because I heard a car or van or something pull in, but it didn't register straight away. So I must have been asleep or nearly asleep when it pulled in. And then I wonder if maybe the odd car or what have you going past on the road out there might have disturbed me. I think maybe it's just getting used to the different sounds. I don't know. It's always the way. And then it rained. And I don't mind the sounds of rain, and I'm kind of under a tree, so some of it was sheltered. Then it really started coming down. And then that's when the problem started. My prayer flags get caught in the door, and I forget they get caught in the door. And so water was coming in the seal through a prayer flag, which is nice and dry now, but the bedding is not. There's a huge chunk of duvet that is soaked. So it must have been doing it for quite a while. Oh, I will not be putting my bed away to drive home. The bed will have to stay out because there's a puddle forming out there around the van. That's my view of the river. So what I will be doing is leaving the van bed out and then climbing over the seat when it's time to drive off. But I am a bit concerned about whether or not Spog's going to get off this slippy spot. Part of me thinks move it now, but then I'm like, this has been going for hours and hours, this rain. I'm not entirely sure moving now is going to make a difference. And once I know I can't move, then what? So at nearly 7 o'clock in the morning, is there any point in finding that out right now? So I've just made a cup of tea. I've had a yogurt and a banana. And yeah, I'm just going to sit here looking out at the rain. Excuse me. But needless to say, that's very heavy rain, so I shall not be visiting any of the things I was hoping to visit today. Because having looked at the weather forecast, this is due to do this all day long at quite a heavy amount. So yes, that's not happening. Not happening, people. But I did message Lee last night and said, if it's as torrential as it says it's going to be, I will be home early. Oh, I'm going to have a sleep. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know why I don't sleep well the first night. It's crazy. It's very annoying. Because you lay there just thinking, I just want to sleep. I'm cozy, I'm warm. I think at the moment, even in bed I struggle to get into a comfy position, so I suppose that's just me. I'm getting old and broken. Right, well, I'm going to drink my tea and watch this rain for a bit. There's a little swan swimming around. I'll show you my windows, wet and grubby. Hello, swan. That's not so bad. Not as muddy as I thought. I deliberately didn't park there. I'd never have got off that spot. So this is called Cheese Wharf, near Lechlade. It has stopped raining for 2 minutes. There is a road out there. The B something something, I'll let you know when, I'll put it up here. But yeah, it's quiet at night. That is the River Thames. It's a nice bridge over there. There's various National Trust things around here. This is actually a National Trust car park. And the warden was round first thing this morning picking up litter. And he didn't come and knock on the van or anything. He was fine. That is an old, I think they're called pillboxes, something like that. Left over from the war. It was to stop enemy boats coming up the Thames and getting into London. So they're all dotted along the Thames. A swing. I'm not going to try it because I'll get stuck out there and I will fall in. During the day it is quite busy, even into the evening, as I found out yesterday, with paddleboarders and canoeists. Canoeists, is that a word? Obviously they're not rocking up today because it's wet. But a perfect little spot. A windy bit of the Thames, round there, and then all the way up into Lechlade. We've had ducks, swans, some sort of watery flying bird, I'm not sure what it was, with a pointy beak. It's not absolutely chucking it down now, which is good, but it is very, very drizzly. And there's enough space here for probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vans, maybe 6 if you put one there. But it's definitely a nice spot for a park up. I decided to come straight home. The weather forecast was really grotty. There were flood warnings. There was high winds of up to 50 miles an hour. And I was like, no, I don't fancy that. No, thanks. So, came home, messaged Lee and said, I'm on my way back. And I was home by, no, 11? Something like that. 10:30. Yeah. Traffic wasn't too bad. I thought it might be a bit busy going into Oxford, but it was fine. So I'm being very lazy. Just caught up on a few videos. I've cleaned the toilet, my toilet, from the van. I've left the bed up. I've got to go and put some washing on because I need to wash the duvet cover and the clothes I was wearing. Yeah, Brendan's just getting out of bed at lunchtime. I made it home before he even got up. Kenzie was stirring when I got back, so Yeah, Lee said, well, that was a bit short. I was like, well, I got a lot done yesterday, and it was nice being out somewhere and exploring and not having to rush home. And I am away again on Friday. So, yeah, you know, it's been lovely. It is nice. Typically, it's not as wet as it was, but the storm warning is still there, and we have moments of like, it's raining again now, and it had stopped. So it's no fun. Everything's outdoors, obviously, with COVID and what have you. A lot of places are restricted. A lot of places are on bookings only, like the National Trust stuff. I haven't booked anything. Oh, excuse me. So even just to go on the land of some of these places, like in the grounds, it's booking only. I've hardly made any use of my National Trust membership this year. A bit of a waste of money, really, but I suppose it goes to maintaining the properties and stuff, so not a waste, I guess. I think I'm going to go and make myself some lunch and put some washing on. Ooh. I am a scrag bag. Look at that. Such a scrag bag. Got the tumble dryer going, got the kettle going, got laundry drying. I'm going to wash some dishes, make a cup of tea. Then I'm going to have a shower, because I'm not going to go anywhere or do anything with this windy, blowy, yucky weather. And go and chillax before we have to think about dinner. It's supposed to be a very exciting day, full of exciting van vlog stuff, and unfortunately that's not happened. Sorry, people. Another few days, there'll be another exciting van vlog. Just a mediocre vlog today. Can I interest you in a cup of tea? I've made myself a salad with mayo and some bacon and chicken. Yummy. What were you having? Bacon and sausage sandwich?
I got meat.
You got meat? Yeah, bacon and sausage sandwich, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sandwich.
Sandwich, a manwich.
Is it a manwich?
No, it's not a manwich, because it's not any cold meat from the fridge.
Well, it is. You're going to put ham in it.
That's manwich. That is not.
Make a manwich then.
That's manwich. That's not manwich.
Get on with your manwich then.
No, that's manwich.
Ah.
That's cold meat from the fridge.
Yeah, so you can have
That's
it.
manwich.
Well, if you let that go cold, you can make manwich.
But it's not from the fridge.
I think I've officially fried my brain. I'm sitting here trying to organise the new school term in September. The school has got staggered starts so that all children can come in and get settled whilst, I guess, keeping some sort of distancing and what have you. So the first couple of weeks are not standard school times, and half these children I look after, so it's like trying to get my brain around what children on what days, also trying to organise what children need picking up at what times just for these 2 weeks is completely brain boggling, and making sure I stay within my ratios and making sure that I'm not spending all day like a yo-yo backwards and forwards to the school. And there's one point where I've got a 25-minute gap between dropping one off and picking another up, but I'm not allowed to hang around in the playground. And although I live really close to school, by the time I've walked out the gates and got home, I would just be turning around and walking back up again. So it's like my brain is boggled. So I have just WhatsApped the head teacher, because I actually do have her number, and said, I'm really sorry to bother you, but is there any chance we can adjust this timing so that I only have to go up once? Is there any possibility that we can just do a one pick up and drop off rather than double? Or is there somewhere I can wait? And she's already told me she wants me to do one pick up and one drop off in the morning with whichever children I have. So I need to send them a list of children normally on the days they would come, so who I'd normally pick up from school, and then they will all be sent out together as opposed to in their year groups. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm struggling to organise, what, 12 children, and they've got 60, 70 odd kids. I have no idea how they're doing it. And then you've got these bigger schools that are not village schools that have got hundreds and hundreds of children. I just have no idea how it's going to work. But we're all going to just have to muddle through, I think. So my brain is well and truly fried. As it turns out, the weather was not as bad as expected, or at least not here it wasn't. I don't know what it was like back in the Cotswolds where I was. But the weather was set to be horrific, and we have had a lot of downpours, but we've had some dry weather as well, and the sun has broken through. So I probably could have done a bit more exploring today, but obviously hindsight's a wonderful thing, and I didn't know that. So tomorrow I need to go and do a bit of food shopping because the fridge and cupboard is empty again. It's amazing how quickly we get through food. The freezer's pretty good, but you know, things like bread and cereal and cheese and butter and fruit, those sort of quick consumable or perishable goods are going very quickly. So we're going to do that. It's mine and Lee's anniversary tomorrow. So we are going to, he suggested we go and have tea and cake somewhere. So we're going to do tea and cake somewhere. And get the shopping. And then I think that's it. That buzzing you can hear is not an aeroplane or a mosquito. It is Lee shaving his head. He's having a trim. Right, I'm going to stop waffling and I'm going to go now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.